And this can be our year. This is just a plea that says, as I go around the state and people say, oh, these terrible people are in, the Democrats are in. I mean, living in Cook County, we've known what it's been like to have Todd Stroger there and stuff. Thank God we have Tony Peracia in there fighting the good fight with that crazy man. But as I point out to people, these folks do not get there on their own. Todd Stroger didn't just walk in and was divinely appointed as head of the county board. Blagojevich didn't get to be, believe me, I know he didn't get to be governor by divine ordination. Yeah, he comes from lower levels than heaven, I have to stop saying those things. But, it's always a problem. But really and truly, it is so important, as you've seen, by how tight some of these elections have become. Just a vote here, a vote there, a half precinct here, a half precinct there. It's the only way we replace these people. It's a game of numbers. I don't care how good a Jason Plummer is. I don't care how good a Tony Peracia is, or a Bill Brady is, or even I. It doesn't matter if we don't have people come out and support us and vote for us. All right? I mean, none of this, you might as well just toss it out. Now, if you want gross ineptitude, you get Pat Quinn, okay? He's a nice man. He's got a good heart. He probably loves his dog, okay? That's all good, but he doesn't know how to run a state. I mean, and we've watched and seen what a democratically controlled legislature can do or not do, which is sit back on its hands and watch the place go to hell in a handbasket. So it is so important that not only everybody in this room is going to vote, because I know you will, but that you get your neighbors on either side of you to come out and vote. That if you have sisters, cousins, aunts, children, whoever you've got, boyfriends, girlfriends, wives, and all husbands at the same time, whatever you're doing, I don't care, all right? But make them vote. And then hopefully we will replace this whole administration, get Bill up there, get Justin up there, put Judy Baar starting to count that money. God love you.
We have a tough race ahead of us in November, but I think the wind is to our back. We are feeling good and strong. We have to put out extra tables tonight to accommodate everybody. We're going to show Mr. Tobolsky, who just lives down the street a block or two, just what campaigning and politics is all about, aren't we? But I'm not going to give you a lot of political speech tonight. I want to focus on our guest speaker, Chris Roebling, who is actually a wonderful, wonderful speaker. And Judy will introduce him here in a moment. But and also I want to give an opportunity. Judy, I said Gigi, not Judy. Gigi will introduce him in a moment. But I also want to give the opportunity to other candidates who are running for various offices just to say hello. And we have Dan Patlak and Ms. Carol Chesnikevich, and is that Sandy Chesnikevich? I call her Carol all the time. And Matt Harrington and others, so you're going to hear from all of them tonight as well. But I really appreciate all of you coming here. It means a lot to all of us who toil out there in the precincts. People talk about Lyons Township, Jason, and you go to some counties or some areas, and it's rather a small operation. We have 8 precincts after consolidation. We have 350 judges of election that we have to certify and put out every election cycle. We have great coordinators who are trying to get all of the polling places covered, and we do. And even when it's February and it's cold, I mean, this is not an operation that any single human being can handle without a lot of help from a lot of volunteers. And we're not the ones here who get the jobs or contracts. We do it because we feel a sense of patriotism. We feel a sense of pride in our country. That's why we do what we do. So I want to thank everyone who has helped in whatever small or large way. And most of all, I want to thank my wife, Nilo, for putting up with all of my efforts here. Nilo, thank you. And my son, Marco, who is at the other end, thank you. Without the support, or at least tolerance of your family, you can't be in politics. So I understand how important that is, and I try not to take it for granted. I want to thank you finally for everything that you do and for coming out tonight, and enjoy the dinner. We have some extra food, so if you're still hungry, please get some more, enjoy the dessert, and listen to some wonderful candidates and some speakers. And if you want to get more information about our organization, you can go to rolt.us, rolt.us. Sign up. We have membership forms. We have all kinds of information. If you're interested in anything that I'm involved with, whether it's law, government, or politics, you can go to peracia.com and get more information about our activities. But finally, I want to thank you for coming out, because you know, the celebration of President Lincoln's birthday, which is kind of made generic by calling it President's Day, President Lincoln, especially to us who are practicing attorney, holds a special significance and meaning. And I have a picture of him in my office just to remind me of the kind of traits and characteristics that the man stood for. You know, he had a lot of faults like any other human being, but he stood for certain principles as a human being, as a practitioner of law, as a self-taught individual. This was before law schools, before bar exams, who educated himself without any formal system of education and became an attorney and became a well-known, renowned practitioner, and then became a president of the United States. He is, to me, a living example of that anything is possible in the United States of America. So thank you very much, Gigi. The program is yours. Thank you.